A little slice of paradise. Clarence T.C. King Athletics Complex in Honolulu. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the San Diego State Aztecs and the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, I caught up with the Aztec head coach before the game. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's reeled in. It's Barfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the move, it's Barfield. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. All right, guys, let's talk for a second about Hawaii. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
The Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. Going to the running game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now, getting later in the season, knowing where you...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Got him downfield. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The run inside. It's Sutton. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Aztecs will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And the Rainbow Warriors peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. And they swarm him under.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43.
Here we go. Where did he go?
They'll try to run for it. Inside the 30. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Gonna take a shot. He got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make them.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sutton. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Slithers into space. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense thing.
Trying play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter, and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
This guy is a daring... Turn man, he's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground from the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Running inside. It's Barfield. Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. Fighting off the defender. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Quick release by the QB. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
On the ground, it's Barfield. Maybe a crease. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different and give this offense something to think about. And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Back to pass on second down. He's got him this time. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Wants to fire on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
On the run, it's Sutton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Sutton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rigged running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And that's an encouraging sign to see for this offense. Last possession, they had to punt. Now third down. They get to third down right away, execute at a good level, move the sticks, maybe get some momentum going here for this offense.
The Aztecs getting set on first and 10. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They just keep firing. The sure hands, it's Sheffield. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Sets up the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. The Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They punt it away on 4th down. On his way back from the 20. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it, went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
The Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be 1st down after the personal foul penalty. Wants to go right back downfield. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Hawaii calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And the Rainbow Warriors trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hawaii.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Napier. The Aztecs call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with a look at UTEP. Taking on the number 11 team, the Maryland Terrapins. And it's the Miners, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Give to Washington again. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Got it in the middle. It's Napier. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
He unleashes a long one. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Takes it the other way.
And he fires a bullet to the tight end. He gets a call on it, but he couldn't get it in. He couldn't bring in. What happens with tips and overthrows? Defenses usually take advantage. They do here, and they get the big INT.
Hawaii has him back as they send the offense onto the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Across the 25, he's got room. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Man, that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they are having none of it.
This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. To the ground with the back. Tackled there by the defense.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Big guy smells it. And he'll step out of bounds. Just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Run for the quarterback. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to... coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And the Aztecs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's a give to Washington. There's a crease. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Washington again. Turning it on. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Shakes off the defender. There he goes. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for a crease. It's Sutton. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Finding it could be an alley. Pulled down for the tackle.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. The Aztecs will have it 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Washington. Got enough for the first. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Escapes the pressure to his right. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
All right, now, if you're the quarterback, you got to know in this game, you better be ready every snap. You better know where the pressure's coming.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sutton. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Using his legs, it's Barfield. There's some room. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end.
You love to see this. You love to see your running backs getting stronger and wearing defenses down the deeper and deeper we get into this thing. And on that last one with the lead, he was able to find open grass, use his speed, and it's an explosive play before they're finally able to get him out of bounds.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Give to the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Makes the catch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Right, 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. The option look. He'll keep it on 2nd down. And he'll be hit immediately, no gain on the play.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains. Good execution. Third down, they've got it at the 41.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Using his legs, it's Barfield. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And they get another first down. And this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs. And a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
The quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
They're dealing with a second and long.
Booster. Hey, move.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Rainbow Warriors had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. Gets it to the back. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. They'll go with Washington. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. He'll start this drive going to the air. Gets rid of it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Sheffield. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their effort.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Second down, they'll go to the air. He wants a big play here late. pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? Fourth quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming, and they do a nice job in the back end making sure that falls incomplete.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Man, you cannot say enough about this defense. The whole game, start to finish, playing so good, limiting big plays, doing everything they needed to do, Palmer, to get the shutout, and most importantly, finish the game right here.
You know, this defense is different, David, I think in a lot of ways. This is their goal every game, and this is what they expect. They hold themselves to the standard. Players were telling us this week, we expect to go into each and every game and not allow any points. But to do it in this one, in this type of game, in this kind of environment against this opponent, that was very impressive by the defense.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
Man, they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.